The Trump administration has started arresting immigrants in Maine as part of a new federal operation targeting the state. That operation is focusing mostly on immigrants from Somalia. That's according to the New York Times. MS Now's Antonia Hilton has exclusive reporting on the increasingly aggressive tactics immigration agents are using. Specifically, an encounter involving an undocumented father taking his son to school when masked men in unmarked cars approached them. The family says the agents never identified themselves as law enforcement, so they decided to flee.
We didn't know what was happening. But they were still chasing us, and that's when they started hitting our car, trying to flip us.
No, esto ya es muy feo. Esto ya es muy feo. Esto ya es muy feo. La mira.
That chase that you just watched there ended with agents violently detaining both father and son and sending the son, a U.S. citizen, to the hospital. The Department of Homeland Security has denied allegations that agents assaulted them. We've had a conversation for a long time about how public service should have a face. Public service should also identify itself as such.
I really think people need to watch Antonia's documentary that she did on this. It's a MS Now exclusive. It's up on YouTube right now. But what I appreciate about this, and I think why it's very important, is that the documentary makes a case that Andrea Flores made on our show just at the top of this week, that a lot of people just talk about ICE. There's a lot of focus on ICE because they got the infusion of money, the $170 billion plus from the One Big Beautiful Bill. They are the ones that have kind of become the face of this operation. But the reality is that the Customs and Border Patrol, which usually operate only within 100 miles of the U.S.-Mexico border, they have now they've infiltrated ICE. They have taken a lot of these CBP officials, put them in as ICE officers, and they are now adopting the ICE tactics. And Antonia's documentary makes that case very, very clear. And so the ramming of the cars, they're trying to flip the car over, that's something you do when you're dealing with the cartel.
You have the DHS Secretary spokesperson, Tricia McLaughlin, who...
I'm sorry, I sighed because Tricia often lies.
And that's why I want to fact-check this in real time, which is she said that the father that you saw there has a conviction for a DUI. MS Now found out that was a decades-old misdemeanor.
Of course it was. Of course it was. And the thing about all of this, America, is that all of this is happening. The videos we're seeing, the stories are being told, the impact it's having on families, it's all happening in your name. It's all happening in our name as U.S. citizens because our government is doing this to its own people. There are ways to deal with immigrants who are here without papers. There are ways to deal with immigrants who are here who've overstayed their visas. There are ways to deal with immigrant populations, many of whom are still learning the language, learning the American system. But we don't want to take the time. Our elected officials don't want to take the time. 2006, we squashed any immigration reform, right? A few years later, the Gang of Eight killed the effort that they made was killed by conservatives because, oh no, we don't want to solve the problem of immigration. The 2020 election, the 2016 election, the 2024 election, again, immigration is the issue. Everyone's talking about, everybody knows we have a problem. But the elected individuals in the House and the Senate, on the Republican side especially, because they're the ones been killing the bills, don't want to solve the problem because there's so much political advantageous activity that comes from it. The fundraising, the demonizing, the histrionics, the loud noise, the gang splaying, right? Where you're talking about everybody's a member of a gang. It's happening in our name.
It's happening in our name, and right now what you have is the dad that we were just watching. He chose to self-deport. He hasn't seen his son, a U.S. citizen, since last October.
But the reason he chose to self-deport, according to Antonia's reporting in this documentary, is because they told the father, they as in the federal agents, the Customs and Border Patrol or ICE, told him that they would arrest his son if he did not sign the papers. And so the tactics are insane.
That's
coercion.
Coercion.
Connect this with what Alicia said, though, at the top of this, about how now ICE, CBP, federal agents are now in Maine focused on Somalians. And To be very clear, the Trump administration ended temporary protective status for Somalians in the U.S. this month. They did so. It was just a couple days ago. It is as of March, mid-March, folks will no longer be protected.
They have made people undocumented.
They have made them undocumented. This is the government playing with people's status, and they said, "Oh, it's become safer in Somalia." I will note the UN begs to differ.
It begs to differ on that.